Najveći i najpovoljniji, tu smo samo za vas. Islamski dućan El Iman. www.islamskiducan.com.
In the beginning, three were created. Man, made of clay. Angels, made of light. And a third, made of fire.
Mankind and jinn have free will. They have the ability to decide whether or not they want to do right or wrong. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us this as a privilege. The angels, the malaika, on the other hand, were created to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't have a choice. They weren't built with the innate ability to choose should I or should I not. Their goal, their mission in life is to praise and worship God alone, and that's what they do.
Now the angels had known the jinns before what they had done. They shed blood and corrupted on earth. And the jinns lived here, and they still do, and they corrupted and shed blood. So Allah sent the angels down, and they actually had a battle, and they forced them out into the islands of the world.
But Iblis, interestingly enough, used to be one of the highest worshippers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was a superstar. He's amazing. He was incredible. Iblis was a worshipper. He was an abid. So Iblis used to hang out with the angels, because the angels are the top of praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Iblis was so good that he was able to kick it with the angels.
And many of us believe that Ash-Shaytan, he is from the Malaika. No, Ash-Shaytan, he is from the Jinn. As there is good mankind, there is bad mankind. The Jinn are exactly the same. And we need to realize that for a magician to be a magician, they will have to do a lot of things which are forbidden, a lot of kufr acts. You see, who helps the magician are the shayateen, Satans. So this person would have to pray to them, sacrifice for them. They will do all these miserable things. They are the worst of people. They are the worst of people. And we need to realize that the jinn, you will see them in a different form. They shape in spiders, they shape in snakes, they shape in human beings. And many of those people who I've read on and they have been possessed, they see them as short, long ears, bald and things like this. They form themselves in that particular form. But this is not their original form.
Iblis has a very interesting story. Iblis has free will, or had free will, has free will, just like us. The mankind and jinn have free will. They have the ability to decide whether or not they want to do right or wrong. The angels, the malaika, on the other hand, were created to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't have a choice. They weren't built with the innate ability to choose should I or should I not. Their goal, their mission in life is to praise and worship God alone, and that's what they do.
So Allah said to His angels one day, He said to them, "O my angels, I am about to create a creation, a being made of clay." So the angels replied, they said, "O our Lord, are you going to create a creature on earth that will shed blood again and corrupt again? when we glorify your name and praise, they're afraid. They're saying, in other words, oh our Lord, have we done something to you? But obviously they didn't understand what's happening. God did not explain it to them. So all he said was this. He said, I know that which you just do not know.
But Shaitan, or Iblis, as he was known before, did not have this personality. And one moment in time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fulfilled his plan in the Lawh al-Mahfuz to create our father Adam alayhi salam.
When Allah created Adam alayhi salam, Iblis had heard the angels what they had asked, and everybody's talking about it. And Iblis, he's starting to think here, what is so special about this creature which God had created? Curiosity. And at the same time, something began to develop in his heart. A form of jealousy. Jealousy began. So he went to look at this creature, and he saw it. It didn't look too impressive to him. It was made of clay, dark, it was dark in color. He tapped it, and he kicked it, and it made a ringing sound. And he was able to flow through it. Because it's created from a less denser material, which is flames of fire, he was able to flow through this body. So he thought, you are a weak creature. That's what he thought. As time went, Allah left the body of Adam alayhi salam like that. And every time Iblis looked at it, he felt fear a bit. Looking at a dead body is quite frightening, isn't it? But at the same time, he's trying to beat his fear and say, I'm better than you. You're not going to be better than me. Do whatever you want. The angels we're sure he's not going to be better than us, but if he is, we're not upset so long as he's pleased with us, like that. Allah left him there until that jealousy developed more and more and more. And now it turned into proudiness, arrogance. Jealousy turned into proudiness. Allah created Adam, put his soul into him.
And Iblis didn't like that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he created Adam, and he said to bow. And they all bowed except for Iblis.
Except for Iblis, he didn't prostrate. The reason he refused is because قال أنا خير منه. I am better than him. أنا خير منه. I am better than him. Why? خلقتني من نار. You made me out of fire.